Black Ops 2 maps at launch for Call of Duty Black Ops 7. The Call of Duty 2025 title is having Black Ops 2 maps at launch. Now, this is a good sign, and I sure am excited. As you can see, the smile on my face, ear to ear. I'm excited, man. Man, are they pulling on the strings of nostalgia here. Anyways, guys, we just got confirmation, man. Shout out to the Ghost of Hope. He is an insider Call of Duty Laker. He tweeted out today that, and I quote, "The maps in Black Ops 7 are more colorful than the ones in Black Ops 6, much closer to something like Cold War." Right? And he states there's only 3 Black Ops 2 maps at launch for Black Ops 7. Now, this is a pretty trusted source, right? We do know things can change, but just based off those 2 tweets, what I can decide and understand from this is that it's probably going to be a seasonal thing where the theme of the DLCs, free content updates, if you may, they don't use DLCs anymore, is going to be adding more Black Ops 2 maps, perhaps, right? And this further kind of goes into the fact that we are getting closer, or this is the main game, I want to say. This is the main checkmate, I guess, especially because Call of Duty right now, they've never had competition like this before. For 2025, 2026, they've never had competition like this. They've been kind of, let's say, laying on their ass on the beach, chilling with their legs kicked up because they had no competition. Simply, they've been killing it. As they stated in their famous tweet that people are pretty pissed off about, they said, "We're too big to fail." And up until now, they've been correct. So Call of Duty is now up against GTA 6, which is coming July, I think May 26, 2026, and Battlefield 6, which is dropping pretty much a month before the release of Black Ops 7. So this pushes the agenda that we're getting the game we always should have gotten. I feel like we shouldn't even pay for this one because Black Ops 6, our payment should carry forward to Black Ops 7. It should be free. I'll get into that further, but it is good news because I'm hearing some stuff. Not only is this, and I'll probably make a separate video going into other details, but just based off this topic, the Black Ops 2 maps at launch, right? We already heard about some tax sprint is being removed. It feels like we're going back to that movement we once loved, that arcadey movement where you don't, need to have a seizure to shoot an enemy. No offense to anyone with epilepsy or anything, but it's hard because I see people flying on the map, sliding, and I'm gripping my controller with all my strength just to target these guys, and it's too much. We went so far from classic, and I feel like that's the theme of Black Ops 7. Although it's in the year 2035, I feel like it's going to be very dialed back, I want to say, in terms of movement and pace. And with the maps, sticking to the classic, well, really remasters, we're going back to those classic 3-lane maps. There's going to be less stress on the player, and this is great. There's a tweet by Ghost of Hope. Shout out to the Ghost of Hope on X or Twitter, if you may. He was replying to a tweet that said, "Slipstream is an A+ perk for multiplayer. It gets you close to tactical sprint speed without the downside of the tactical, what is this? TS2F, I don't know what that means, penalty, adding serious value to the 0 millisecond sprint assist, and of course the stair lock laser. I see no downside." And he replied, "We get to play Black Ops 7 like this soon, right? So just confirming that the removal of tag sprint, right? Now we have the classic. I don't know why it's 3 Black Ops 2 maps instead of just, I think, was it Modern Warfare 3 or 2? I can't remember, but correct me if I'm wrong. It was just the classic. They released the classic Modern Warfare. I think it was Modern Warfare 3. They released the classic Modern Warfare 2 maps, like all 12. Sorry. All 12 or 16 maps or something just off launch, right? So the fact that it's 3 could mean 2 to 3 things. It's only 3, meaning they're teasing us like they always do, or they're gonna, second is they're gonna release the maps kind of season by season, like maybe 3 maps on season 1, 3 maps on season 2, 3 more maps, like three like that for Black Ops, because we all know they're gonna, Call of Duty, they gotta build some hype, right? They can't just drop all their cards. They can't show all their cards at once, right? I agree with that. That's cool. Or the third option, right, is that it's a mixture. Maybe it's 3 maps from Black Ops 2 at launch. Maybe 3-4 maps from Black Ops 3. Now this is just speculation, all speculation. But it could be like that. Or maybe 3 maps from BO2, 4 maps from Black Ops 3, and 3-4 maps from freaking Black Ops 4. Who knows? We don't know, but that's all we know for now. This is good news, but we still got to see gameplay. And also, we know a map that will come back is probably Nuketown 2035. I heard that the game itself, at least for Black Ops 7, I don't know if this would translate to the remaster maps, but they mentioned this long before that it would have a Japanese style, kind of like, futuristic Japanese Neo Tokyo type of aesthetic to the game. So that could be pretty cool. They haven't really ventured in that scope of Japan and exploring that area in any of the games, so it could be cool. And I'm personally like a fan of those futuristic themes. Like I played Cyberpunk 2077. It's pretty cool, if they can really get it. But I know a lot of the Call of Duty players, especially with Battlefield 6 coming out, they're really sick and tired of like futuristic. And I know a lot of the exosuits and the teaser images, leaked images, kind of turn people off. Me, I personally don't care. One of my favorite games as well was Advanced Warfare. I really enjoyed that game, so I don't really care. My thing is I just hope that they polish the actual game and make it an incentive to play, and it's not. Because I feel like, and this is a point from my last video where I was talking about how I didn't really enjoy the beta, the Black Ops 6 beta. The Black Ops 6 beta, I felt like it was such a jump from Cold War, where the movement was so weird. I enjoyed the Omni movement, but I didn't like with the FOV and the Omni movement. It felt like I was playing Titanfall or like Apex Legends. Like it was crazy. Obviously we all adapted to it because we had to, but I feel like I don't and I heard some leaks about that they're gonna improve on the Omni move or add on to it. I meant to say, I really wish they would just remove it. I don't think we need that. Like Battlefield 6, right? They didn't have it. They didn't have Omni movement, and the game still played fine. They had a fast crouch, which will be kind of like important in a war setting, like because you want to be crouched, you want to make less noise. If they can have maybe add to the base movement, like just like how they had this streak, I think it was called Slipstream. They added that in probably like season 4 or something. Slipstream, which adds onto the base movement, which is cool. They should add a base improvement on just the movement of crouch speed, because I feel like Omni movement, you know what I mean? I don't know. You guys might like Omni movement, so I don't want to bash on it. But personally, if we're going back to Black Ops 2, if we're getting these old maps, why not just go back to the Black Ops 2 movement, right? I don't think anyone would complain. If anything, they could go back to Black Ops 6 and play the super fast pace. You know what I mean? I don't know. But all in all, it's great.